Let's face it, as Nintendo fans, we are often left slightly disappointed and scratching our heads asking why. Where is our Super Mario Galaxy 3? Why isn't Metroid out yet? Bring back the Ice Climber seriously, and what were you thinking, the Virtual Boy? Well, sit back as Sean Capri and Bobby Pauls do just that. That's right, this is If We Ran Nintendo. Now, cue the music, Maestro.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of If We Ran Nintendo. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my Canuck friend, Sean Capri.
Sorry, if you're noticing me look kind of like troubled, I just noticed out of the side of my window, my tree is like flying back and forth. The wind has picked up tremendously out here. It looks like quite the weather system is here. Bobby, I'll tell you all about the weather here. It's crazy. Like the clouds look like Armageddon is coming. So if my connection goes out, like I'm living in Scotland or something, because sorry, Alan. I say because I love it. Alan is awesome. I gotta say,
we need to
you talk a lot of trash about Alan. I'm here to. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I love Alan.
We need to get Frankie McDonald out there to give you the weather report.
Who the heck is Frankie McDonald?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
Oh no, who did I just upset?
He's from Nova Scotia.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Yes.
Oh, you've told me about. Oh, yes.
He's hilarious. He's good. I like that guy. He makes me.
I remember.
I just saw him this past year because he was talking about the weather report for my hometown, and I was like, "Holy cow!" He's talking about my town, man. It was like the funniest thing ever. But then I found out that like Mark Carabin from the Warp Whistle Podcast like went to high school with the guy. They know him and stuff, and I'm like, I'm pre. And we do the podcast when they're like, "Oh yeah, we know him. We went to school and stuff." I'm like, come on, this is awesome. So, but we're gonna real quick. Let's kick this show off like we do each and every episode with our shout outs.
Shout outs.
You're not shouting out that piece of trash on Twitter today. That Stapleton guy who was bad mouthing me.
I'm gonna give a shout out to British weatherman Liam Dutton, who is famous for pronouncing the 58-letter name of the Welsh village. I don't even know how you go about this. Google, if you guys haven't seen this, go to YouTube. All you need to search for is Weatherman Nails Town super long name, something like that. Weatherman will probably get it for you. It's hilarious. It makes me crack up all the time. That's my shout out to Liam Dutton. Love you, Liam.
And I'm just kidding, Josh Stapleton. I love you. I'm just teasing you. I was giving you a little rib because you were being pretty nasty to me today on the Twitters.
Well, between you and Josh, my marriage is over, so.
That was the game plan. Now I get you all to myself, man. It's all good.
No, I'm going to lose all my TVs. She has all the old systems. They're all hers. Oh, so I'm left with nothing. Thanks.
Wait. That box of games that you were showing off today, whose is that?
The ones that you would have seen are our collective boxes. So we've been kind of like collecting over the last little while. I don't know. It was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We bought a used Nintendo 64 off this guy, and WWF Warzone came along with it. So that's where that came. You guys are talking about it on the Geekcast, and I'm like, Warzone, I've got that one.
We're talking no mercy.
No, but Toby had mentioned that he was playing.
But that picture has No Mercy in it.
Nope, it's Warzone.
That's No Mercy.
How much you want to? I'll bet you a Suzy Q.
Okay, I'll bet you a Suzy Q. It's No Mercy. Don't try it. But listen, this is what I was thinking. How about we do this?
All right. What are you thinking?
I want you to do an unboxing of that. Video it. Send it to me, and I will put it on the channel.
An unboxing of it. Nothing's new. It's just in storage.
No. We just want to see what's in the box. So open the box.
What's in the box?
Yeah, open the box and then show us.
That's Warzone, my friend. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, you're right.
On Warzone. But I also wanted to, I took a farther out shot because I wanted to kind of sneak in the fact that I've got some wicked Super Nintendo games in there. That black cartridge for Killer Instinct is so good.
So I owe you Suzy Q. I'll have to FedEx it up to you. But no, seriously, pull that box out, go through it, show us what's in it.
I hope there's something impressive in it. There's some. Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
I know
don't
what's
tell us
in
nothing.
there.
Let's
All right.
record it. Let's record it. Send it over to me. I'll do all the editing, everything. I'll put it
Okay.
up on the channel.
I can't do it right now because I'm not
No.
wearing any pants.
I don't want it this second. I'm talking. Shout outs.
I'm taking years off your life, man.
I want to shout out. I want to shout out. I want to send a shout out to the amazing customizer Kickash. You can follow her on the Twitters, Instagram at KIICKS. Back up at KIICKASH. She just did a Vans Ness. So she took a Ness, popped him off the base, and she painted him up like he was wearing Vans and all that stuff, like the shirt, a hat, and has all this stuff, like kind of like the whole, I wish she would have done the shoes kind of like a pair of shoes of Vans with the Mario stuff, but she did a really impressive job. And Vans like tweeted back to her and told her that they liked it and stuff. And
That's so hot right now.
yeah, it is. And as we were talking before we went on the show, my Ink Strike boys, my two friends, Mark Carabin, Joe
Congrats to
Campbell.
Mark, by the way, too.
Yes.
Have we
Mark
said
just got married.
congratulations? Yes.
Mark and Lauren.
Mazel tov.
No. Congratulations on
No.
getting married. That was, good stuff. You can also listen to Mark on the Warp Whistle podcast, which he does with his brother Colin. I would love to get Colin on the show, even Mark on the show, because they're just old school Nintendo fans. And I know Colin gets down on Nintendo a lot, but I think he'd have a lot of good ideas on how to do stuff. So I would love to get them both on at the same time, kind of because I would need Mark to kind of rein him in a little bit, but regardless. So there we go. And I think that's all we got. So how are you doing? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good because I recorded the best We the Gamer cast we've ever done.
Really?
Bobby Paul's number 2
Oh, yeah.
just went live today. I knew while we were talking, I felt good. It was a great discussion. You got me pumped about Pokemon Go, which is taking over, by the way. It's even though we don't have it here in Canada, people are going nuts about it. I work with people who haven't even seen Star Wars, and they're coming up to me talking to me about this Pokemon Go thing. So my weekend was great because I got to hang out with you just a little bit more, getting super excited about some milestones for the Geekcast. You got your 1 year coming up, man. So I'm excited for you. My weekend is all about all about you.
The one thing I want to correct that I said on your show, which actually changed, was because I had said to you that Nintendo stock had gone up 10% at that point.
At that point, it had, and
now it's 23%, I believe.
Yeah.
It is insane, man.
Yep.
They nailed it with this one. This one really. I was telling Toby this morning because me and Toby were talking about it for a few minutes. I said it scares me a little bit because it's doing so well.
Yep.
And the investors have been on Nintendo for so long to go mobile. I am scared to death that they're going to tell them
NX is canceled.
Yeah, I'm like,
we're all in on this new hip mobile phone stuff.
I mean, I know that like you have like the Miyamotos and all them that are still there that would fight to not go 100% mobile, but man, them investors are strong and it's scary. I'll be honest, it does. It scares me a little bit. So we'll see what happens.
Don't be worried just yet. Don't be worried. You'll be fine. We run the place, so we're going to continue on.
Yes. Hopefully Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem will tank and we'll get back to reality.
I mean, it does make you wonder what those games are going to be. I mean, we talked about a whole bunch of different ideas about what those games are going to be. And at what point do you make a game that is purely you're trying to go for this viral thing, trying to get people up and out? Because this is kind of like a little quality of life initiative happening here. Whether or not that was the intention, people are discovering that they can walk 15,000 steps in a day searching for Pokemon.
Dude, it's insane. It's
awesome. I'm so happy.
The last night
I've never been happy about a mobile game doing so well. Just crushing.
It's crushing. And the crazy thing is, like, I went out last night at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And started walking around my block. And Relax. over
There's
there.
no way, man. Like thunder's coming in, like the walls are shaking. Good lord!
But
When it's not snowing, we're wondering what is happening in
well,
Canada.
it's nice.
Sorry, please.
No, so at like 9 o'clock at night, I went for a walk. I'm like walking through the neighborhood, got my phone on, and I'm just looking for Pokemon. And I'm like, I went on the black street or the back street back there, and one of my someone in the neighborhood was like, "Oh, out for a nice walk, huh?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's beautiful out right now." He's like, "Yeah, man, the weather's gorgeous." I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, "Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing, man? Why am I out here at 9 o'clock walking through the neighborhood trying to catch Pokemon?"
Did you at least bring the dog out for a walk?
No, man, I left him home. No, man, because he's gonna want to take off and run, and I want to be able to stop and catch Pokemon. I'm not playing.
You put him on a leash.
It's a serious business, Sean. This is serious.
I love you, man. You're awesome.
It's
I'm telling you, my dogs are going to be whipped into shape as soon as I get Pokemon Go. They're going to be like, wait, what is all this walking?
Yeah. Tony takes him out, and she goes for walks with him, and he's like...
And she's probably catching Pokemon as she goes, too.
She is, but I'm not multi-talented. I can't control a dog, and...
Fair. They might run off, and then your phone flies out of your hand, and then it smashes, and you got a big problem on your hands.
And then we got two problems. I got a dog that's going to get lost, and then I got a broken phone, and then I'm going to come home to a third problem that's called a broken jaw, because she will kill me if anything happens to that dog.
You know what? If that dog breaks your phone, let him go. That's the end of it. Cut your losses. Just be done with it. I'm just kidding. I love dogs. I got 3 of them going absolutely nuts in the basement. I apologize if you guys can hear them barking. All right. Well, they're going crazy. They don't like thunder.
Okay, so if we ran Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that show that we do.
That's some show we do. I don't know, but so last week
that we just record when we just hang out.
Yeah,
we're just like, let's just put this on the internet.
Yeah, like we're just hanging out talking, and then all of a sudden we go, okay, let's talk on the topics.
All right, sure thing.
So last week you came up with this brilliant idea about killing off games. Franchises.
Feeling murderous.
Yeah. But to put it into context, just so people know, we were coming up with like what games needed sequels.
Right.
And we were saying, and you had said like, hey, you only have so much development time, so much stuff that people can do, so many development teams. If we did this, sorry, I'm just rubbing my ball here.
You can hear it. It's like kind of nice.
It's so if that was, I gotta edit that. It was
you're not even writing a timestamp down or nothing.
I'm just gonna leave it there, whatever. No, but it was basically like if you had, we don't have enough development time, we don't have enough teams and all that, so something's got to, if we're gonna do these sequels, something's got to give.
And new IP. We're talking about. We're like new IPs. What do we want? Yeah. So some of the old stuff, all the repeats, all the stuff that we start to see, we know exactly what to expect. We got to get rid of some of this stuff.
Yes. So I have 3 games that I would like to kill.
Okay, I have 4.
Okay, so that's fine. So what we'll do is let you go first.
Okay. The next topic.
Actually,
this is what
we'll do. This is what we'll do. Because Josh Stapleton sent one too. Because we did throw it out to the community to give us one, and Josh did reply and give us one. So what we'll do is you go first, I'll go first, but back and forth, and I'll read Josh's as one of them.
Okay, so my first one, I don't know if this is controversial. It's sort of controversial because of how many we've gotten of these, but I would kill. And are we permanently killing? Are we saying like this is it forever and ever, or like take a 2 console break? Like we should clarify.
In my mind,
forever's a long time.
Well, no, in my mind, we're just putting an axe to it, and if we get enough grumbling,
we'll bring it back. The meantime. Yeah. Come back. Okay. So I feel better now because forever is a long time.
It's forever. It's done. It's forever.
Okay. Well, still, Mario Party is the first one for me.
Dude, same one. Number 1.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. They haven't been good since the second one.
Yep.
It's garbage. It's a hot mess, garbage, trash. It's got to go.
Here's the thing that for me, this is why it came to mind, because I'm starting like basically since the Wii, I've been buying the Mario Parties because I always have been playing them. It's like a habitual thing. And so, which I don't mind. I don't mind a lot of games, especially on Nintendo, that you just buy because they're coming out. But I'm starting to feel stupid because of it. Like I'm feeling taken for granted. I don't feel like this is the best possible game from Nintendo anymore. I don't think that even when they release it, I don't think that anybody's really excited about it. So even this 3DS game that's coming out, get rid of it. No more Mario Party for me. I can get my party kicks. I can even get my co-op, my multiplayer, my couch party stuff somewhere else on my Nintendo consoles. I don't need it from Mario Party. That paved the way for other experiences that are like it, but they're better elsewhere. Out. No more Mario Party.
I agree. I'm with you. 110%.
I'm glad we agree. It's too bad you weren't like, I love Mario Party.
No,
that would make for better radio.
It's just not my thing. Okay, so I'm going to read Josh Stapleton's, and we'll go from there. So he says, as for what franchise to give the boot, this is something that I have been thinking about, and an actually really hard question. The easy answer would be the franchise that I haven't played, and sadly, there are too many that I haven't played, either from time or money constraints. Or it might be a genre that I typically don't enjoy. That said, to be somewhat educated, I can only speak on the Nintendo franchises that I have played. So I would axe F-Zero.
Whoa!
Yeah, I was shocked with that one.
You know what? I could see it. I haven't seen. Oh, and I just had a Diet Coke from McDonald's delivered to me right this second.
There you go. That's good.
That is really nice. Thank you very much, Chelsea and I. We've got dogs all over the place. I apologize, guys. Okay, F-Zero. F-Zero hasn't been good in my mind since Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I love that Super Nintendo game. I love the music. I love the Mario Kart tracks, and I love how that has all been kind of like tied in. But nope. I don't like what they ended up doing with it. I don't really like when I think of modern day F-Zero, I think all I'm doing is either going around on these zero gravity tubes or I'm flying off of it for some reason.
I'll do you one better. It's never been good. I've never liked the franchise.
What?
Games, never been into it.
Oh man, the music is so good. You ride up and
yeah, never been into it. Never liked it.
Oh, it's so crazy. You're bouncing off the walls and you're like, I just need to make sure I can get to that power up spot, and the little hover thing goes wah, 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 wah. What are you talking about? That's great.
It's trash. So I'm with Josh, 110%. Axe it. Get it out.
It never matched the magic of the Super Nintendo, but
yeah, Super Nintendo wasn't that good either.
So was that on your list as well? Did you share that with him?
No. That's the one he read, so I just agree with it.
My God, do you guys have summer days in America with McDonald's? You go to McDonald's, you get $1 drink, any size.
No,
for $1. This is just a happy 7-Eleven day as well.
That's a small for us.
This is a small, yeah, probably. This is like a gallon. Actually, in Canada, we ask for a liter of cola. So, yeah. All right. What do you got? What's your? So I've killed Mario Party. We've killed.
I got Mario Party on my list too. So you go back.
Okay. My next one isn't quite as controversial. I don't think this is a game that has been good probably since the Wii. I want to get rid of the Wario mini games, all the different versions of Wario, Smooth Moves, all these different WarioWare games. I think that they can definitely take an indefinite break. I don't think they really add anything. I think they actually encourage.
I would do one better. I would actually take the Wario. Well, no, I would take the WarioWare stuff and I would just move it to mobile because I think it's just better suited for mobile.
Sure, if that counts.
I would axe it from big consoles or 3DS because it's just not. It's okay. But if you have to keep it, then I would move it to mobile.
It's got to find a different space. Like I've been talking a little bit about this where I think Nintendo could get into this area where you just get games bundled in with the console. Like I don't think that that's a purchase game. I don't want to seem like I'm devaluing a whole lot of stuff here, but it's not a title that when they announce it you get really excited about.
Yeah, never.
So it's got to be some sort of like packing game, whether or not it's with the console or with our Power Nintendo Power subscription, something like that. But as far as a standalone game, get rid of it. I don't want to see those anymore.
This one's going to shock you.
Oh no, don't shock me.
This one's gonna be. This is coming from a place.
I've got my last two are the shocking ones. So
Now this one, for me to say this, this is gonna. This is shocking. I think. Punch Out, gone. No more.
Why? Why? It's not overloaded. It's not like there's
because I feel like the last version wasn't that good on the Wii. It looked gorgeous. I didn't feel like it played that good. Super Punch Out, I've gone back to it, and I think that I remember it to be too good than it is. The controls weren't as smooth. The original Mike Tyson's Punch Out was phenomenal. I just don't feel like they've ever recaptured that, and I don't think that they've ever gotten that back. So
You're knocking out Little Mac.
Well, because another reason too is like boxing is dead. You know, what I mean? Like it's a dead sport, and it's almost like
that's sad.
You know, like so when you think about it in those aspects, like how much more are they really going to make with a boxing game? You know,
what if that moved to mobile? You had Punch Out Go, and it was augmented reality. You go find somebody who you got to fight, and you got to punch him in the face. No? Okay, this is why I don't make games, everybody.
Exactly.
It's a bad idea.
Exactly.
You get a lot of press, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
You get a lot of attention.
Probably. What is your next one?
My next one, okay, so I've got two left here. Don't stab me. I'm done with Donkey Kong. I'm done with Donkey Kong Country, the whole Donkey Kong Country thing. I was done with Tropical Freeze. This is gonna get a lot of hate, but I could be completely satisfied in a world where I don't get any more of these Donkey Kong Country games. That's not to say Diddy Kong Racing would be a cool thing to see.
No, you're wrong. You are wrong.
No, I don't want to see it anymore.
No, it doesn't matter.
Nothing for me. It doesn't.
Stop. You can't tell me that Donkey Kong Country Returns didn't get you excited.
Not really.
Really?
No.
That game was awesome.
Nope. No, I would actually almost prefer if Diddy Kong was the titular character. Just Diddy Kong have his own thing. I think Donkey Kong moves like a slug. I don't like it. I think he's a pain. And this is coming from a guy. Sorry, I shouldn't say that I've never liked it. And I don't want to make it sound like I've never liked it because I love Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo. I love Donkey Kong Land on my Game Boy. But I haven't really loved too much Donkey Kong since then. This is why we do the show, Bobby.
Ooh,
not everything's going to be too easy. Not everything's going to be too great.
See, but I feel like that's.
I think it's going to open us up to what wonders could we see in a world where we're not wasting our time with Donkey Kong Country anymore.
See, I think that people I feel like people are down on Donkey Kong because they wanted Retro to do something different, and they went right back to the well, and they did more with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And I feel like they got burned out with Donkey Kong because they went back to back, very close, one game to the next. I think that, man, I think Tropical.
I want to remind, this is a good place for us to pause and think about why we're doing this exercise. It's because we want more games like Splatoon. Think about, would you trade right now Splatoon for Donkey Kong? What do you want to see more of? I think that's basically what we're doing here. Would you rather see more Splatoon games or would you rather see more Donkey Kong games?
You're right. Because honestly, other than Mario Party, like Josh axing F-Zero, that's not necessarily a game that's really
What's taking away.
Yeah, that game's not really getting games as it is. And that would probably be on our revival list from a lot of people. And then mine with Punch Out, that's not really a game that's been like, it isn't like they put out an abundance of those games anyway. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Donkey Kong, yeah, I give it to you. Yeah, I give it.
It's not a fun decision because it is like Donkey Kong is huge, and just thinking about his stupid face makes me smile. And the balloons and all the bananas, you got to get all the bananas back. I just bought 2 bunches of bananas today. I love bananas.
And not that I'm trying to get hate, but my last game.
Oh.
People are gonna not be happy.
I hope we came with the last one.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I wore the shirt.
Yes.
Okay, this is why you guys need to watch the YouTube because this is just a magical moment We're right on the same page. I'm
Yeah.
wearing the shirt in honor of killing off. You go ahead and say it.
Kirby.
He's got to go.
He's got to go. He's got to go. I think that, like, enough. That Rainbow Curse was horrible, dude. The fact, and maybe it was just because they made me. Maybe the reason why I don't like it, or I didn't like it so much, was because they made me stare at the gamepad when all I wanted to do was stare at that gorgeous HD that they did with that game in Clay, and I had to stare at the gamepad. So that might be why I'm down on that game so much. But I do hear good things from the new one, Planet or
Robo
Planet Robo Kirby or Kirby Robo Planet. I do hear a lot of good things from that game, and I did buy the amiibo because the amiibo are cool looking. But yeah, it's like
I think we can still get amiibo. I think Kirby can still live on in Smash. He's one of my favorite characters in Smash. He's like a go-to for new.
Here's why I don't like Kirby. I feel like they jam them down our throats, and they give us too much of Kirby.
Exactly.
And it's like, man, seriously?
Yep.
Like, enough.
I would love to think with sort of like this kind of nice nostalgic. I would like for nostalgia to wash over me when I think of Kirby, and it's almost like he's overstayed his welcome a little bit. And he also, the other thing, so two reasons I really want to see Kirby go, at least for the next while.
Yeah.
Number one, he is very, like, he's the child-friendly character. I mean, it's very hard to not win Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I think, like, he sort of has, like, this, Kirby has this, it ties Nintendo to, this is for babies. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's pink, he's little, he's super cute.
Mm-hmm.
And in a world and in a time where we want Nintendo to kind of, like, move forward, I think this is time to break away from that level of kind of kiddiness. Same thing with Chibi Robo. We can just leave that behind.
They've already said that's done.
Well, it's only because that game, the 3DS game, did so poorly.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and they even packed an amiibo in with that one. They packed an amiibo in with that one, and
I almost got tricked into buying that. We ended up finding it later for like a tenth of the price.
Yeah.
Still got to get that amiibo.
I got them.
Yes, my games were Mario Party, Wario, the WarioWare games, Donkey Kong Country, and Kirby. And I think you get rid of those, you got tons of talent. Just like, what are we going to create here to fill this gap? And I also feel like when you look at those ones too, you still have Nintendo. You still have a lot that still defines Nintendo. I think this exercise really does show the wide variety of franchises that we've come to expect. Every console, you're like, you're going to get this game, you're going to get this game. Next thing you know, you've got a list of games that are 20 games long.
Yeah.
So everything will be fine when these games are gone.
Absolutely. Let's pause for a minute.
All right.
Because something I meant to do at the beginning of the show, and I forgot to do it at the beginning of the show.
Got excited.
And yeah. Today is June 11th. And July 11th. Why did I say June? Today is July 11th, man. But as of this moment, today, this was the day that Mr. Iwata passed away. So, real quick, I just wanted to say, like, I think the guy was a phenomenal programmer. I think he did amazing things for Nintendo at a time where he took him in a totally different direction with the Wii, and the 3DS. He brought two consoles to market and the DS as well. But he took three consoles to market that, you would think that weren't going to work, and he made them work, and they just sold like gangbusters. But the guy was special, man. He did a lot of really good things. I know a lot of gamers. He was a gamer at heart. I think that's why he meant so much to so many fans and all that stuff. So I just wanted to say rest in peace, Mr. Iwata. For me personally, I like the guy. I think the guy was awesome. He brought one of my favorite series, Earthbound, to the forefront. And, so I'm all for it. I'm all, it's horrible that he passed. And again, this is 2 episodes in a row that we're talking about something, your episode yesterday that we did and today, and cancer got both the people that we discussed. So it's horrible, horrible stuff. So,
and it is, of course, with the utmost respect that we remove his creation Kirby from the lineup.
Yeah. Well, did he create that, or he worked on it? He worked on it at HAL Laboratories. I don't think he created it, but it's one of his creations. I think he's better known more for Earthbound than he is because he works so close with eToy that, because basically, for those that don't know, they were making Earthbound, and then they brought in
I love this story.
HAL Laboratories and Iwata, and he looked at the programming and he was like, this is a mess.
Yeah.
He's like, I can fix it, and I will fix it. He's like, I can start from scratch, and we will be done in 2 years. I can jump in now and try to fix what's going on and work on the future, and it'll take you 3 years to get it out. Basically telling you that what he had walked into was a mess. And eToy trusted him and said, okay. And in 2 years, Earthbound came to the United States. And it was at a time like they didn't have much time because the life cycle was coming to an end. The console was ending. They were getting ready to move to the N64, and he had to, ramp it up and do what he had to do. And, so it goes to show the stuff. He was very smart, and
he was a jack of all trades and a master of all of them. You never see that. I mean, the guy was just absolutely incredible. He was personable. He was smart on a business sense. He was smart on a programming sense. Every time I hear that story, I picture him just in an empty office, sitting at a desk, just plugging away, the sun rising, setting, the moon coming up, and then just the day and night cycle just going in and out. He's nonstop at his computer, just making this thing work. I just love that story. I think it's absolutely incredible. That's amazing. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Continue.
Okay, so now we're on to the second topic.
Yep.
And today I threw this at you because I was like, you know what? If we're going to kick a game away and it's not like we need to revive some franchises as well. So this was, and the rules, just so everybody's understanding, the rules are that it couldn't have appeared, the game could not have appeared on the last two consoles, meaning it could not have appeared on the Wii U or the Wii. And as an added bonus, we kind of threw in the 3DS. So if something, and we'll use the example you brought up before the show, was Luigi's Mansion. It skipped the two big consoles and went to the 3DS. So it's not like we can revive that because it's basically has a home and it kind of got its glory, per se. So with this one, I actually have 4 games. How many do you have?
I have 2 games and one kind of catch-all thing, and I'll explain when we get there because I think it's actually pretty funny. Okay. Brings back some good memories. So do you want to go ahead and start it because you got the one more?
Yeah, I could do that. All right, so my first one that I would kick off would be Kung Fu.
Nice.
I love this game, and I think that they could do a little bit more with it now that it's, we're in the generation we're in. But I feel like that franchise could come back. They could use the same story where Mr. X kidnaps your girlfriend and all that stuff, but kind of like,
so
get it with some revamped, graphics, get it up to par. If you wanted to go a little mature with it, like a little bit more gory or whatever, not gory, but a little bit more brutal, go that route, like a Ninja Gaiden type thing, or a Bayonetta 2 type thing. Like that would be cool, but I feel like they could, it's a franchise that we haven't seen since the NES. So why not?
Yeah, 1985 is when that game comes out.
Yes.
So I don't know why, but that sort of gets me on like kind of the same idea. I don't know how you roll this out. These are not standalone purchases. I don't think that you can charge much more than a couple bucks for each of these or maybe bundle them together. The argument could be made that we did get a revival on the Wii, but I want to see these sports games come out. I want to see baseball, football, hockey. Like I want to see like these just very basic arcade sport experiences.
I don't know that I would do that per se. But Nintendo did some amazing things with sports titles.
Yeah.
Like Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, to me, is one of the best baseball games ever on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. It kills me when they just walked away from baseball and they moved to Mario because they didn't want to pay for licensing fees and all that stuff. And it's like sometimes I just want to go into that board office and slap them guys because it's like, okay, I understand you want to make money. I get that. But if you made $10 million or you made $5 million, at the end of the day, you're making a profit.
Right.
Just give the fans something that they want. And what we want is we want a real sports title on your console. And I feel like because they're so good with play mechanics and things like that, like they got it. And they like I said, those Ken Griffey Jr. baseball games were some of the greatest baseball games of that era.
Yeah, with the way sports games has gone, like you start to see these things become closer and closer to simulation games. So the space where arcade experiences used to exist is completely empty.
Absolutely.
There's really nothing there. There was a game, because I'm Canadian, I played NHL 3 versus 3 or whatever it was. And it was like, that's about as close as it got to like an NBA Jam, NFL Blitz type of experience. We don't see that anymore. I'd love Nintendo to own that space. I think that would be incredible.
On the NES, hockey.
That's what I'm saying.
That game was awesome.
I know. I want all of these games back, and I don't know how you do that. If it's just hockey is its own game, like it used to be their own cart, right?
Yeah,
like could you do like a bundle? So the argument that like maybe Wii Sports was that, I don't want that. I don't want your needs to be part of this. I just want to be like a purely arcade experience.
They could revamp the graphics, maybe take them up to like a 16-bit era. You know what I mean? Like take them from their 8-bit.
Fun.
Yeah, like take them from their 8-bit origins to a 16-bit, kind of like they did with Super Mario All-Stars, and put some polish on it, put some sheen on it, and go with it. I love it. I'd buy it all day long. That would be awesome.
Bundle it with your console.
Yes.
If it was up to me, man, you'd get a console, you'd have like 300 free games in this thing by the end of this.
Yeah, you want to give everything away.
I do. Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of what they used to do is not its own standalone. It's not a big release anymore. Yeah. Like just if you were to just translate it over. But I think there's still value in those games, and they should be experienced again in some way. So yeah, I think that's what I think.
One I want to see revived, and it's so infuriating that I even have to say this.
Oh, come on. Give it to me.
But I want Earthbound. Mother 3.
Yeah, this is not a shocker.
Yeah, but I also would like to see them do a Mother 4. I don't know the legal stuff between eToy and Nintendo. I know eToy owns some of the rights, so that's kind of why they've never done any more sequels or anything. But, like, come on. You had a character in Lucas that people screamed when he wasn't in Smash 4. So much so that you brought him into. This is a character that has never seen the light of day in the United States. So the fact that here's a character from a franchise that people love and are screaming and clamoring for, and the only place that they've ever seen Lucas was in Brawl. So that's got to tell you something. That's got to tell you that people want this franchise. And I feel like, if anything, I mean, I bought Earthbound on the Wii, or on the Wii U. I bought it on 2 Wii U's, and I bought it on my 3DS.
You're part of the problem.
No, I'm not part of the problem. I'm doing it because I'm trying to send them a message and say, the game sells. Give us more.
And I appreciate that. I want to be clear that the part of the problem, what I'm saying is the whole, I want my games cross-buy and all that stuff. So anybody who listens to this knows that that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I can care less.
I know.
I care less about cross-buy stuff. Yeah. I can care less. Whatever.
I know. Money's not an issue for the Nintendo guru. So
I don't know what world you live in, but yes,
I live in a world where my dollar is worth a third of what your dollar is.
That's true too. That's very true too. Maybe you guys should vote for Donald Trump and make Canada great again.
Oh my God! Don't even know. If we ran Canada, maybe we'll do that show next.
Okay, what's your...
I've got a really good one. I don't know if you've come up with this as well. It seems to me it's a no-brainer, especially after playing Mario Maker. All the nods to this game. I want a giant plastic mouse and a giant plastic and gridded mouse pad Give me back Mario Paint. Bring this thing back. Give me this lovely creation tool. I can make music out of Yoshi heads and clouds and stars and all these things.
Yes.
I can make little slideshows that I thought were animations because they told me it was animations, but they're not. I can blow it all up. I can like launch to the rocket ship and it clears everything. I love Mario Paint.
Yeah, I did too.
I cannot believe that we haven't seen nothing from this game.
I used to
especially with all the motion controls.
I used to spend weeks
working
on scripts and creating my own characters via grids. Like I would take grid paper.
I can see you right now. I can imagine it. You drawing little Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons.
No, never. Never. What the heck?
I love Mario Paint, and I just, again, I've said it before on the show, bundle it in with a console. Just make it part of the start menu on the NX.
We don't need to be. No, stop that. But no, you're gonna
have Mario Maker. Bundle it in. It's all free.
On the NX.
Gotta go.
No, but I agree. I used to sit there and like I went and I bought graph paper and I learned a style that what I would do is I knew
you learned pixel art.
Well, yeah, it had to be 16 by 16, whatever it was. And then what I would do was I would draw the picture, right? And then you color in the blocks that the lines went through, and it would create it. And then I would actually take those and make stamps and like build it. And dude, it was insane. I had trailers for future cartoons I was going to make done and all this stuff. And like I had this whole thing where these aliens came in and they stole like they came into the Mushroom Kingdom and the spaceship came down and sucked up Princess Peach and sucked up Luigi and them, and then turned out it was Bowser. That was the big reveal that this alien was actually Bowser, and it was so fun.
Imagine the power of the internet and sharing and YouTube and all this stuff. Like if you could upload that stuff, all the stuff that you create in Mario Paint is just like now streaming to the internet. I mean, holy crap. That is what magic is made out of. That's the reason I want Mario Paint to come back in a big way.
I love it. I'm with you. Now the rest of mine.
I should have left that to last. Oh, my last one. Oh, damn! I
got like garbage now compared to.
I got excited. Okay, that's it, everybody. Well, that is all.
That is all. My next one is Excite Bike.
Okay.
Now I know that they did one for the Wii, but I don't want that version of Excite Bike. I want them to do actual motorcycles, like a motocross, because when I played Mario Kart 8 and they had that Excite Bike track, that thing was amazing.
I know.
And I would love to play that style where you're on the track. It's not a side-scrolling thing or anything like that. Like, I loved that. And I loved playing Mario Kart 8 on that track. Like, that was one of my favorite tracks. I'm almost unbeatable on that track. Like,
so I just Googled this too. Like Excite Bike, the only thing. So I thought at first you're talking about Excite Truck.
No,
which was awesome. But there was a WiiWares thing. I was not aware of.
That's what I was saying. That I don't want that version.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's why I was like kind of torn, because they did make a special edition, but it was the same game as the original. They just added some extra tracks. Yeah, they updated the graphics a little bit. I don't want that version. I want them to revive it in a more 3D fashion, like that, like the Mario Kart type track.
F-Zero.
No,
I'm totally kidding.
What's your next game?
Okay, well, for the record, I was gonna say Excite Bike as well, but I wasn't sure if the Excite Truck thing kind of like blurred the lines with the Wii roll. But anyway, my last one is a game that I didn't realize that I wanted to play a water sport game on my consoles. But Wave Race is a game that introduced me to the most beautiful water physics of all time.
That's my last game too.
Oh, okay, well, good. I know it's not as good as Mario Paint, but I love Wave Race. Yeah. I mean, I still remember the days where we would look at that and go, "The graphics don't get any better than this."
I know.
Commentary doesn't get any better than this. The guy that shouts over, "Whoa!" and you do all these different tricks, and you can do the different dives, and you're playing with the N64 controller, the joystick, in the ways you've never even thought of but it was so natural the way that you'd pull back and you get a little extra height coming off the jump, and then you push forward because inverted is the way that you're supposed to play games.
Mm-hmm.
And you push forward and dive down, and you get it was so excellent. There was a limited number of characters, limited number of tracks, really, if you look at it. Not a whole lot going on. But holy crap, if we didn't play that over and over and over again, different time trials and all these different modes, just love me some Wave Race.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, and I'm not a huge Wave Race fan. I'm not going to act like I am, but I kind of was thinking like, I know this is one that a lot of people want to come back, and I would definitely bring it back and revive it because, dude, it was good. It was good. It was a solid game. I wasn't great at it, so that's why I just,
It was hard.
It was hard. I enjoyed it though. It was much better.
You take those waves from normal to like extreme waves, and it was just crazy. It was almost like what the clouds looked like just a minute ago. Now the storm has passed. That's what the waves look like in Wave Race. It was incredible.
Now, real quick, because someone also commented on our last video with a revival that they would like to see.
Oh, nice.
And we didn't even ask for revivals, but it just so happened that they threw a revival. PK Ben. So he said that he would like to see a new Ice Climbers, like a new.
That's right.
A new take on Ice Climbers and all that. And I agree. I think it would be awesome if they would bring back the Ice Climbers, make it definitely better than the original, because the original is trash. Weird jumping.
That comes from her intro, though, really.
No, but it was
right.
trash.
You can hear Justin Masson saying.
Well, Justin Masson does say, yeah, words are, bring back the Ice Climbers and stuff like that. But it's
seriously,
that game was horrible.
Got to get him back into Smash Brothers first before they get their own game.
But I wouldn't like what he was basically saying was like give him make it a different style game, make it story based. You can make it like almost like a platformer type game. So I would be cool with that. I think that would work.
I think that's what Pokemon Go is basically just going to be. It's just going to be a bunch of us climbing ice looking for Pokemon.
You up in Canada, not me.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's what I'm saying. Canadians. That's
the problem with Pokemon Go. That game lasts until wintertime, and then it goes away.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think we're going to have an unprecedented number of frostbites. I think Google is just, instead of having like just the Google search bar, it's going to be like, and for all you Pokemon Go players, here's how you treat frostbite.
Yeah, no. I'll pass.
Don't while you're out searching for Pokemon, you might be tempted to lick a frozen pole. Don't touch it with your tongue.
No, I think there's a lot of people that watch Christmas Story. They're not touching those poles with their tongues.
I mean, you never know. These people, this might be the first time they're going outside with this Pokemon Go.
This is true. This is very true. So that is
all. Yes, I love it when you say that. I hope people say it along.
That is all. Thank you guys for watching us on YouTube, listening to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google. What is it? Google Play.
Music.
We're on everything. And I got one more I'm working on. And if I get this to work, it's going to be awesome. I assure you. But I got to work some kinks out. But if I can get this last one to work, I don't want to say it because I don't want Nintendo dads to beat us to the punch because they're on everything too. So I don't want Nintendo dads to beat me to the punch and get on this next thing. But if I can,
they're never going to beat you to the moon.
No, it's not the moon.
Okay, the last place is the moon. Okay,
yeah, if I get on this next,
got to be on the moon radio.
Yeah. So, so Sean, where can people check you out on the interwebs? People
can find me on Twitter at Sean Capri. Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. I really want people to find a way to comment, send in stuff. I want to know what people are killing, what people are reviving, and same with you. I'm sure comment on the YouTube video, let people know. This one more than really any other topic we've done. I got to find out where everybody is at with this stuff. There's probably places on Facebook and things they can find you.
Yeah, we got the Facebook group, the Nintendo Guru / Geek Guru. Just look us up, click the ad. We'll add you to that group. More than welcome to come in and join the community and talk to people and all that. You can leave a comment below. Absolutely. If you're watching on YouTube, on Stitcher, you can, or SoundCloud, you can leave a comment and we'll check it out. You can review us on iTunes, but that's something totally different. Tweet us. Tweet me at Nintendo Gurus. I'm also on Instagram. But I agree. I would like to see where people fall on this. Let us know. let us know what you think, and we'll come back at the beginning of the next show and we'll talk about it, and we'll throw out some shout out. Maybe you'll get the next shout out.
Oh,
and then we can discuss like what you think. So
love it.
So that's it.
Oh, I'm sad it's over.
You're always sad.
I'm not always sad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sometimes I'm okay.
I gotta rip Tate down now. Actually, Miguel's texting me, and he's like, "There's 20 people over at Target playing Pokemon Go."
Miguel is the best, man. He cracks me up. I love that guy.
He's like, "Bobby, there's 20 people, and we're all playing Pokemon Go in the Target parking lot." And I'm like, "No, Miguel, I'm not going. I'm not coming out. Although it's 9 o'clock, I'm not going on 9 o'clock. He don't work, man. Well, no, that's not true. He's got summer camp right now, so he's working He's working right now." But people don't want to hear about that. So
all right. Edit that out too.
Peace out, Cub Scout.
ABZ you later. You see what I did there? Because like Canadian.
I got you there.
Giant spotlight in front of
Well,
you.
you know what I'll do is I'll wind up getting lights here that'll hit me, and I'll just
Beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. You got quite the setup.
It's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. I owe it all to you. You killed me with that first episode. You were like, me and Chelsea got 2 TVs, and I was like, boom. I was like, why did I ever think of this? This is the greatest thing ever.
You know where it came from, actually, now that I remember it? It was before Chelsea and I had actually moved in. We'd been dating for a little while, and she was sick hanging out at my place. And but she wanted to play a game and watch a movie at the same time. So I took the TV off of my wall and I put it down on the floor, like not even back on a stand. It was just like leaning up on the TV stand that the other TV was sitting above. And she's like, this is the best. She was playing Super Mario World and then was watching just regular TV on the other thing, just hanging out, trying to feel better. And that was like light bulb off. We're like, wait a minute, why don't we we have an abundance of TVs apparently? Just put them like side by side. So that's where
funny because it's funny too, because when I think back to my greatest time of gaming, it's the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
And at that time, I was a junior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I never forget it to the day I die. We had TVs that were like these gigantic floor thing,
furniture.
It was like a piece of furniture that was actually it was huge. And then so
we would sit on them. We would sit on top of the TV, or you could even have like the rest of your your more furniture stacked on top. VCRs, whatever.
My mom bought a new TV for the living room. Or no. I bought her a new TV for Christmas, and I bought her a big floor model one. But I bought her the new one that kind of swiveled a little bit, so you could so if she was sitting on a different couch, she could turn it to herself so she could fit. And I was like, but I'm going to take this one and put it in my bedroom. And she's like, that's fine. And it was supposed to be on its last legs, that and the other. So I did. I took it in there, and then my typical, because the TV I was using to play my Super Nintendo was like a little one. You know what I mean? Like a 19-inch. So I put that and I hooked the cable to that. So then I would play. I put the little TV on top of the big TV.
Yeah.
And I would sit there on Sundays, every Sunday, never forget it, like clockwork. And I would play Final Fantasy III, and I would have TV on. And I wouldn't really be watching anything per se. It might be football. I might have the football games on or whatever.
That's awesome.
And I'm just playing and watching football, and then I'm looking up at the score, and I'm like, okay, and I play a little more. Oh, I loved it. So now I'm thinking like that. I'm like, man, I could on Sundays put the football games on, play, or I can, or even her. She could come down and watch Netflix or whatever.
I've done the same thing. I've had NFL on one, and I've had games on the other. It's the best because you don't need to sit there and pay attention to the entire game.
No,
most of its commercials are replays anyways. So
exactly. And but the nice thing with me is I have the Red Zone, and that's just highlights.
Wait a minute. I don't even. Are you a Giants fan or are you a Jets fan? Have we gone over this?
I'm a 49ers fan.
49ers.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I was a little kid. All my stuff comes from being a little kid. I was a little kid, and
little Bobby Pauls.
Yeah, my dad we went to a Super Bowl party, and Was that it? That was a different one. We go to a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I'm a little kid. My dad's going to my uncle's house to watch the Super Bowl, and he made me and my brother stay home and watch it. Wouldn't take us with him. I'm like, okay. And I remember, because when you're a kid, you just pick the winners. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You pick your favorites. You know what
Shameless bandwagon jumper.
Yeah. So it is what it is. And I'm like, I went to 49ers, and my dad's like, oh, the 49ers are never going to win. They're never going to win. And I'm like, no, they're going to win. They're going to win. He goes, what do you want to bet? I said, I bet you a Suzy Q. It's a cake. You know what I mean? And I don't have no money to buy a Suzy Q. I'm a little kid. He goes, okay, I bet you a Suzy Q the 49ers don't win the Super Bowl. Goes to my uncle's house. 49ers win. He comes home with the Suzy Q. And at that point, I was like, that's my team. And I was only like 8 or 9 years old. And that was it. And for the rest of my life, that was my team.